My name is Samantha, and I am a single mother of 4. I was a former resident of the Adeara Recovery Treatment Center, and I am an independent beauty consultant. My mom and dad had different lifestyle choices. They partied a lot, and when I came, that didn't necessarily change. When I was 2 years old, my mom left my dad, and we moved to Edmonton, and she moved in with a biker. So there was a lot of partying, substance abuse, things like that going on. A couple of friends of mine, we were out, and we were what happened to be at a friend of my mom's, and we smoked meth. So I started using meth when I was 9, and I did have quite a bit of freedom, like my dad bought me my first car when I was 16, paid for it in full, and he was always working on the pipelines. So he was always gone 10 months a year. My mom also had a problem with substance abuse. Where I grew up, what I thought was healthy was super toxic. I just didn't figure that out until later, right? Really, the make or break for me was because of the domestic that I had with my ex-husband. There was broken collarbone, shattered tailbone, rotated pelvis, broken sternum. So I was put on oxys, and that was like prescribed and manageable for a while. And then I was in toxic relationships, so I would come up short. So then I started with the fentanyl. So in that short time, I knew something was wrong but couldn't make the change. And then on September 19th, I lost my home, I lost all my belongings, and I lost my kids. Not having my kids, I really didn't care about anyone or anything. So things spiraled really fast. It wasn't just a substance abuse problem at that point. It was the whole thing. Adeara, saved my life in more than one way. I was given the space to figure out my faith journey. I appreciated having the time and the space to figure that out, and having a home and a safe space, because that life, nothing is safe. So Adeara was such a blessing because I got to relearn what that's like. I knew that the women that I was surrounded with, the volunteers or my counselors, I was like, I want that life. I do remember that one day I realized that whole center was ran on donations. All of the people that are involved there are giving up their time and their day and pouring out into people. Some of those classes run for 6 or 8 months, it's not a small chunk of the time that people are giving up to be there. And without donors, that never would have happened. And being in addiction for 25 years, a year-long program wasn't going to cut it for me. 6 months definitely wasn't going to cut it. To change the lifestyle and the habits and the comfortability, for me, took a long time. And then learning how to be a healthy parent and a healthy person took a long time. So I just want to say thank you so much for all that you do and all that you have done.